So, see about returning about this quest and tell that they've done that at least part, which is cool. At least that's a little bit we've been able to do thus far. This was the diamond quarters, correct? Yes. Let's go and do that. Talk to our fellow. But yeah, if I would so much rather like be on Phalen's side in the cases if I wouldn't have to be
Lord
lying.
Bhalen is yes, very bad.
Yes, but if I wouldn't have to lie, plus of course the guy that is actually on his side, so to speak, isn't exactly someone that I've liked that much.
Thank you for your service.
So...
You have House Dace's thanks.
You are very welcome. At least I got him out of there safely. They might have died without our help, so...
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Bhalen's colors. Our prince has Orzamar's deadliest warriors behind him.
Intriguing. I think that was at least yeah, Royal Palace. No need to go there yet. Can visit there a little bit more after this at least. Okay, it's done. Your dirty work is done.
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrimont is. Good job. Your new brother will be pleased to welcome you into his house. Are you ready to meet Bhalen now?
Yes, I would be very happy to do so. I'm ready. Take me to him.
I warned you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
Of course. What else would I do? I have no plans of attacking Bhalen. Why would I do such a thing? No way.
Welcome to your new house, little sister. My Rika tells me you won the Grey Warden's attention at last year's proving. Vartag says you've been a great help in my campaign to regain the throne.
But yeah, that's also like, he's actually calling us little sister and everything, so that's kind of cool. So definitely, here, I like Bhalen from the first start a lot more. Well, I guess I can, the other guy wasn't at the start annoying either, but he was just annoying because I wanted to, well, I don't mind that we could do dirty work. I just want that to know for sure that I'm doing dirty work and not that that's actually the truth. I want to know rather than not to know. Well, I guess that's the best question. Does that put my nephew in line for the throne?
I haven't exactly picked an heir yet, but he is my son, and a son of House Iduken. He has the same rights as any sons of my wife's body, assuming he grows up as clever and as courageous as his aunt.
I shall hope so then. Why is Harrimont trying to take the throne from you?
To be king of the greatest city in Thedas? I know you Grey Wardens claim to be above politics, but surely you can't be blind to that lure.
True. Why would Harrimont think you couldn't rule?
Harrimont spent his life in the Assembly. He only knows how to lead through compromise and capitulation. That's not what Orzammar needs. The Darkspawn are massing for a blight. The land's topside have been torn apart. We need a strong leader now, someone who can stand up to the Assembly. Someone who will rule, not persuade.
I can agree with that. I just wish that your bed wouldn't go through your armor. That would be sweet. At least your armor is all same color and actually fits. So that's cool. So what would you do differently as king?
There is only one thing of importance when I take the throne. The Blight. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil.
Sounds good to me. Then send your men and we will leave for the surface today. That doesn't sound like a good idea for him if he wants to be a king. then you'll honor your agreement with the Wardens.
Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos.
And anyways, I have something against the criminals of the city. Jaravia specifically. So, how can I help you take the throne, then?
You have struck a blow against Harrowmont already, and I thank you for that. But there is another faction in play here. Your sister told me you have a history with Jarvia and the Carta she runs.
Yes, sister, indeed. If you're talking about killing Jarvia, I want in. Absolutely, I want in that.
I love how you jump straight to the point. Yes, I want Jarvia dead and her Carta wiped out. It would boost my popularity to be known as the one who eliminated her. And I could promise you the troops you need. I would offer to help, but I imagine you know Dust Town far better than I do.
That's at least very, very true. That's like that's an understatement of a century. I'll go look for her right now, more than happily.
And I will wait eagerly for your return.
But yeah, this like I have no problem with him. I have just the problem of the first quest of having to be showing the forged papers. I understand. Like it's not like the Harrowmont didn't buy the votes. So it's not like that's fair game either, but I just would prefer not to be the one that has to be doing the good, saying that, hey, look at these papers which are so totally going to be true. But still, I'm more than happy to be helping him out. Even if it kind of feels wrong for me to go and visit the royal bedroom, but it's definitely different sort of a look of a place than what I would be used to. I'm sorry, I just had to have a little peek that if there is anything interesting. Ugh. But yeah, Vartok, I guess he's okay too, but it's just that he was then very mean about it when I just wanted to know the truth. Like, I'm fine you asking me to do dirty things. Just be straight with me. Straight like an arrow. You don't need to be fooling me as well.
The prince appreciates your service.
That's all.
You can find your mother in the women's quarters.
Oof, woman's quarters. I have to go and find my mother. That's actually very nice of you to tell that I can find actually my mother here too and talk to her. This is Bhalen's bedroom, but Rika is here and mother too. I'm kind of weird that mother is here in Prince Bhalen's bedroom too, to be honest, but sure, fine. That's fine. I'm happy to be here. Hey, Rika.
Bhalen told me what he wants you to do. Be careful.
It's no problem. Like, Jarvia will have nothing against me. I will destroy her. That's what she definitely deserves.
And I'm off.
A letter from Rika. Let's read her letter. I'm sure that she likes me reading her letters. On the other hand, I am her sister. It's not like she has much to hide from me, but still. My dearest Prince Bhalen, you are too kind to me. I'm a small and insignificant thing, and I do not deserve your attention. But your willingness to tolerate my presence shows you to be a prince among men. I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful necklace you presented to me. I will share it always, and I promise I will wear it at our next meeting. I know my gratitude means nothing to you, but I must say again, thank you. I will always be your humble and devoted servant. Yours truly are. As in Erika. Mother.
Well, look at you all fancied up. You find some princeling to give you pretty clothes while he sticks it to you, like your sister?
No. My path has been different, and yes, my mother is excellent. Like I said before, I think I told Morika that my mother is nothing special. She happens to be my mother, but yeah, she's yeah. I would say that. That's disgusting. Now I remember why I left. Well, okay, what do I want to say? You find some princeling to give you pretty clothes while he sticks it to you like your sister. Let's try to be more professional. I'm a Grey Warden now, Mater. I'm not a freaking... My sister is one thing, but I'm not my sister.
Right. Rika told me. Running off to the surface just like your father. Never thought to share a little of that fortune with your mother?
Yes, you're freaking living in the freaking palace. You're living in a palace. What can you ask more for?
I've seen how they look at me. Think I'm gutter trash. Not one of them would let me step foot here if it wasn't for Rika. Precious Rika and her precious little brat. If he chokes on that gold rattle, we'd both be on the street.
Well, I'm, Rika's happy. Don't you dare ruin that. And I guess, yes, you happen to belong into the street from the way you still act, even when you got all the way here. I guess I'm glad that you're safe, but just don't ruin what Rika has. That's all I ask.
Oh, precious Rika. What's she done besides getting herself knocked up? I had two worthless brats and no one ever gave me the time of day for it. I deserve what she got, and more. And don't you tell me any different.
We have more in common than I thought.
You don't say, Morrigan. Now do you see what sort of mother I happen to have? Don't you think she's just absolutely adorable? Yes. Oh my god. I'm so glad I don't have to live with you no more, nor have to look after you or anything. Though I do have to say I'm kind of sad about Rika having to deal with you. Oh my god.
Both of you putting on airs. Too good to spend any time with your own ma'am.
Well, if you talk that way, then yes. You probably have been drinking again. Like, no wonder that my ancestors were as they were and are nothing. But that's the problem. You are like this, but it shouldn't be able to affect us. We are in a different place than you are, Mother. Ah, Rika, I'm sorry. You have to deal with Mother.
Bhalen told me what he wants you to do. Be careful.
I'm careful, no need to worry. Charvia has nothing against me, but yeah, okay, well, I'm so glad to have met my mother. That's a lovely, lovely thing. Just, my God. Herbalist, lady. What you up to, herbalist Withdrawn?
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent.
You can't cure it?
It's a very strange toxin. I know there's a counter, but the ingredients are so rare, it just doesn't matter. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Exotic methods. So an herbalist in the royal palace gave you a receipt for a Torment Regedite antidote to cure a poisoned nopal. Well, let me at least check what's in here. I'm sure they don't need it as much as I do. Especially if there's a noble woman in here. I'm sure they would be more than happy to let a warden have something that is against darkspawn. If it was something else, that would be different, but it happened to be a rune against darkspawn specifically. Okay, whose room is this? Ambassador Suite. Alright, don't see any ambassadors around at the moment, but let's have a look. Trian's journal. Well, yeah, I think like Trian's was the one of the brothers, right? So, or Like now I'm trying to think who was exactly, but anyways, I'll read this, why not? 21st of Fervantis, noticed Corim running around trying to get pieces of my Cycling ceremonial armor ready for the feast. Stopped him and asked him how preparations were going. He mentioned that one of the praises had a spot of tarnish on it. Was quite impressed at his dedication. He is most loyal to our family. Is he now? 23 Fervantis, was on my way to discuss the treaty with father when came across a messenger waiting in the hall. And yeah, it's one of the brothers of Bhalen. On being asked why he was loitering about the royal palace, he mumbled something about having a gift for the new commander and asked me, begged almost, to pass along some object or other to my sibling. Me, the heir to the throne of Osamar, does not run errands for a messenger. Must have been new on the job, had him thrown out, however still reeling from the call of it. Learned later that Bhalen had told Messenger that quickest way to get things to our sibling was through me and had made him wait until I came by. So unseemly for a prince of Orzammar to play such tricks. He needs to grow up and understand that as royalty he has responsibilities. So yeah, Bhalen. 24th of Fervantis found Bhalen's little playmate again, lurking about the corridors outside his bedroom this morning. Must have been trying to steal something or already had. Bosom seemed fuller than most decent ladies. Some jewels hidden in the bodice. Anyway, pretended not to see her. Would have been awkward otherwise. Wish Bhalen would keep her confined to his room. If he must have her around, little brother is too concerned with fun and pleasure and not serious enough about his duties as prince. Must talk to him about discipline when have time. Unfortunately, much too busy with the many tasks father has laid upon my shoulders. But yeah, Bricka of course, plating. 26th of Fervantis, remember to send small token of gratitude to Jaelia Helmi. Alliance between Helmi and Aeducan must be kept strong. Lady Jaelia will of course accept proposal of marriage since we'll be king sooner or later, but never hurts to be polite and keep the lady happy. Hear that there are some surfaces selling silks. Maybe we'll send second out for something nice. Jaelia's favorite color, turquoise. 28 of Fervantis heard about there being proving held in our sibling's honor. They did not have provings for me at my first commission, and I am the heir. What is going on? Must go with these provings, make presence felt. Also, one must not forget that I am to be her next king from the Journal of Trian Aeducan. Well, it didn't quite work out though. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have taken a small crystal, but on the other hand, this brother ain't even around anymore, so what does he need? Definitely nothing of a sort. Then Ambassador's suite I was in, there was this room. That was just herbalism, right? Yeah, I think so. Right? That's the sick person, yes. Yes, it is. So I did check all of that area. I would like to be able to see my nephew, to be honest. But unsure if that's gonna be possible. After all, he's just a very small baby anyway, so it's not like could do much, but still, it would be nice to be able to find, see, and all that.
The prince values your support, Warden.
Eh?
It's good to see the Grey Wardens know the rightful king in Orzammar.
Of course. How would I not? This is the throne of Orzammar. Cool. Caged in stone. Sure, let's have a look. The inscription in old and worn, overlooked by most of the carving detail. The beast is foreign, but the need is familiar. Home and heart suffer beneath strength and strangeness. These new kin of this Ferelden are better as friends than strangers, so we resist on their behalf and work with their users to bind with the stone. They no longer fear their skies, and we future outrage above. Lured from above, cornered and corralled, tree standing in position, affords signals the throne. Stasis for the beast, so long as a king holds the throne, so long as a king will it's held. like trying to look if there's some specific drawings in there, but there's at least that statue. But might as well look through this royal palace completely to the end, now that we started with it. At least check. Love letter, well that's important. Dwarven longsword, I'll leave that here. Okay, what's this freaking dwarven love letter? My love, I long to dance you beneath the moonlight, our hearts beating like a paired wings of a dove, in concert with the glory of the Maker and the beauty of the world that we must shepherd in his absence. Join me in purity that will last the ages, when the brothers mark the shine of light anew. With all my soul, Eric Denoland. Otter's pockets, he's earned it tonight, apparently. I think I hadn't read that before, because it's a little bit difficult sometimes to be 100% sure. Wow, class Bhalen in this sort of place. I don't need to pick those, but sure, we'll deal with the class Phylactery as we must. In the area is a natural cold, dark shape swirl around a slip of paper with the vial. Take the freaking vial. The glass fractured at your touch. What a surprise. I'm so surprised. Extreme surprises were to be had. Well, to be honest, I think you will just do that. And you will try to taunt him.
Right.
Okay.
I see.
You will learn to fear me.
And let's see, can I... Well, I guess you can try the disorientation. Not sure if it would really do much, but you can at least try that. What else would you do? I don't know about the frost either, so I guess this is okay. Considering he has probably quite a decent amount of armor, so maybe. It's definitely going faster at the moment than it did previously, killing this thing. Shale is sort of dying, but... And some more healing. And I guess that's okay otherwise. There we go. It's dead. Good job, Shale. Providing some bonuses.
If it must.
Okay, that went actually a lot easier than I would have thought. Let's take a scrap of paper. I'm pretty sure I've killed the first and the sixth. I'm pretty sure those two I have killed, so this would be the second, maybe. Cast from your host, may you find no purchase on mortal ground. Bind by your true name, as we are sworn to do. Nethamas Bigal, revenant and perversion of a fine daughter. No more will you test the veil, no reach the fate to escape. Untrust the hold, you demon, and bind your rage for eternity. Well, a couple of them would be dealt with now then. Yeah, you are already in the right setup now then, so that's good.
You idiot! This isn't the
Tunneling thieves. Out of here!
out of here.
Because Alistair doesn't care, so hey, what does it matter that I do something like that? Not at all at this moment, at least. Do this. We're actually stopping some thieves.
Yes. You want to die?
No time to kill. Morrigan, thank you.
Take them out. You will run. Fear me.
Yes, lots of blood from the tunneling thieves.
Going on? By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act.
Guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Yes, so it seems.
Thanks again, Warden.
No problem. I took some stuff before after all, so I think it's fair enough that I also took care of some thieves. Doesn't seem that there's anything in here. Yep, that's pretty much it. From what I can see. Yep, that's pretty good.
Keep your hands to yourself, Brand. I'm watching you.
Okay, well, you're apparently not the coolest person on the other hand. Thanks. I'm keeping my hands to myself. Thank you very much. Certainly doing such things. Enchanting weapons, yes. Enchantment. Okay, so where to next? Well, there's some fanatics I guess I should be dealing with first and foremost. Seems like there's some on the way.
Bhalen has
Corrupted the water and end this for Haramond.
corrupted the warden.
You hide, because why not?
Haramond.
I want to do this again, while we actually have him around still.
Let's grab some.
You can do something like Affliction Hexure.
I am ready.
Then you could do something like this maybe. You can come here and get this guy. And sure, you can try to still do something like that too if you happen to still have the time.
Your head will make lovely crunchy
Good
noises.
ruling and save some dignity, fool.
Dignity, fool.
What? No more? Oh.
Okay, well, that's all of those. I wonder if anyone else would have said something about my mother specifically other than Morrigan. Oh, well. Did I already return to... Like, I'm wondering. Did I return the quest item for... Yeah, I didn't yet, so we might as well go and take the book there. After all, I have that, so why not? I'm already so close to this location anyways, so no reason not to. In the meantime, do some things. Here's your book.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
You are welcome. Can't tell anything to Orta, unfortunately yet. No good news or otherwise, but at least something. I guess I don't really need to have the telekinetic weapons all the time on though. Just wondered that maybe it could be cool against that Revenant, possibly at the very least. So, then I need to decide. Well, to be honest, I would kind of like to be going and dealing with Jarvia immediately. So, I probably
Grey
will...
Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement of Lord Bhalen. A clear statement against the backward policies of Lord Haramond.
Yes, but I think I will definitely want to go and deal with Jarvia immediately because we actually do have a good reason to want to deal with her. After that, maybe I will go and visit in the surface for a moment and then go back to the tunnels.
News of the hour. Lord Bhalen proven to be working with surfacers. Dedication to dwarven values questioned.
Yes, it's very questionable considering me. Did you have anything?
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a
Yes, very ailing. But I think this is enough for today. Some exploration in the deep roads, and then on the other hand, it was really, really cool to be able to, well, also meet our mother and everything, and actually meet Bhalen now, and it was cool that he called us a little sister and everything, so that's all nice. I liked all of that quite a lot, so definitely I haven't been disappointed by being suddenly like forgetting what to call when clanless and everything, but anyways, it's been cool, very cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed some more of the Dragon Age Origins, and I shall indeed see you for more next time when we are going and starting to deal with Jarvia. I very excited to do that next. So thank you everyone for watching, and I shall be seeing you again next time around. So bye bye till then. See ya. To be continued with Kira Rusha next time in Dragon Age.